More drama in Dalton. Credit card transactions amounting to thousands of dollars.
Let's see what it looks like to come out. All controversy. We come out with all the hatred.
Tiffany Henyard has hit rock bottom following her controversial tenure as mayor of Dalton, just 22 miles from Chicago. The headlines surrounding her alleged schemes are impossible to ignore. Rumors suggest she recently broke ties with the local church, and to maintain her lavish lifestyle, she's allegedly trying to raise $10 million on gun due. Creditors are reportedly closing in with lawsuits flying as they seek repayment. The situation looks dire not just for Henyard, but for the residents of Dalton who have been impacted by her mismanagement. The chaos surrounding her has turned the village into a focal point for scrutiny, and it's hard to see how she'll bounce back from this music. The situation surrounding Tiffany Henyard is escalating with her mounting debt now. Grabbing headlines. It all began in March 2014 when it was revealed that she misappropriated taxpayer funds to cover a series of personal and extravagant expenses. Unlike celebrities who spend their own money, Tiffany treated the city's budget like her personal piggy bank, sparking outrage among residents during a tense meeting. One resident confronted her, saying, "You like Lee to us. You do not stand for me. And I want you to step down as mayor today to save our village from the deficit you created." The fallout is severe. Dalton is struggling to pay its bills, and Tiffany's financial woes stem from her reckless spending of the public's money. As the community grapples with the consequences of her actions, it's clear that Tiffany's decisions have put not just her career, but the village's future in jeopardy. Tiffany Henyard didn't stop at draining public funds. She also took out hefty personal loans amounting to millions, and now she can't pay them back. She's on the brink of bankruptcy, and the situation is dire. While Tiffany lived lavishly, Dalton fell apart. Reports indicate that police department cars are facing repossession due to the town's financial struggles. Tiffany's reckless spending of taxpayer money is only part of the problem. She allegedly engaged in shady schemes as well. One of the most concerning was her handling of the Section A housing program, which is meant to help low-income families secure decent housing instead of making necessary repairs. She reportedly collected payments while squandering the funds on trips to Las Vegas. The community's trust is eroding fast as her actions continue to come to light, though they have no idea why township taxpayers picked up that bill. Tiffany Henyard's time as mayor paints a troubling picture of mismanagement, corruption, and neglect of her duties sworn to improve the lives of Dalton residents. She instead prioritized her own lavish lifestyle. Once her actions were exposed, residents didn't hold back in expressing their outrage, pointing out that she has money for VAs, but not to address the village's financial obligations. It's shameful that the community has become a victim of her behavior each time someone digs deeper into Dalton's affairs. Another mess tied to Tiffany emerges, revealing a pattern of disregard for her responsibilities. It seems she completely forgot that her job was to serve the community, not herself, while residents struggle. It's clear Tiffany knew how to misallocate the budget to benefit her own interests rather than those of the people she was meant to help. $40,000 at Amazon while chaos simmed beneath the surface. Tiffany Henyard continued to act as if everything was fine, making decisions for Dalton as if nothing were wrong. Perhaps she believed she could keep her misdeeds hidden, but it didn't take long for the FBI to get involved. They launched a serious criminal investigation into her financial activities, issuing subpoenas for everything from her personal dealings to the town's entire financial history. As they dig deeper, the revelations they're uncovering are explosive and paint an even darker picture of her time in office, raising serious concerns about her actions and leadership.
$40,000 on Amazon.
While chaos simmered beneath the surface.
On an island of lawlessness, prioritizing her personal and political interests over the needs of Dalton and its residents. The worst part is she reportedly used public property as collateral for her personal loans, assets that weren't hers to gamble with in the first place. Once the truth emerged, local residents were outraged, and it's clear they aren't taking their actions lightly. The fallout is profound, and the community is demanding accountability for her reckless choices.
Not control. That's what it's all about.
Just when it seemed Tiffany Henyard couldn't get any more desperate, she launched a GoFundMe page, leaving everyone stunned. This is the same woman who burned through staggering amounts of taxpayer money on personal luxuries and now finds herself begging for donations to escape a financial disaster. It seems fame and power have made her reckless as Dalton faces a financial crisis. Tiffany is now broke. Given her history of questionable schemes, many suspect this might be her last-ditch effort to scam the public before she vanishes for good, perhaps retreating to some distant island while leaving the community to deal with the fallout. What she's doing is totally unorthodox. It seems Tiffany Henyard is planning a vanishing act, potentially needing a hefty sum to flee Dalton or even the country after revelations about her extravagant spending, including an astonishing $888,000 on makeup in 2023. She seemingly disappeared, likely fearing the consequences of her reckless financial decisions. One resident remarked, "The last bank statement I saw was in September, and we were $7 million in debt." This has led many to speculate that there's more going on than meets the eye. Some believe her gundan is just a final attempt to play the sympathy card, hoping people will forget her shady dealings. Others argue that Tiffany is truly financially ruined and audacious enough to beg for donations online, a move that feels completely unorthodox. The people of Dalton are furious and refuse to let her off the hook easily. They remember every penny she spent on personal luxuries instead of the community, and while she seeks sympathy, the town grapples with the crisis she created despite her attempts to raise funds. Tiffany has reportedly pulled in around $115,000 through Gunda, but social media shows little support for her cause. One user commented the fact that she isn't in prison yet is just as bad as the crimes she's committed. Another added, "How dare she ask those she stole from to bail her out of? $10 million debt? The delusion is real. She belongs in prison." Despite the chaos of her own making, Tiffany still hopes to find a way out on the backs of working-class people. Good luck with that, Tiffany, because your schemes are now exposed and the community is watching. What do you think about the aftermath of her leadership and her fundraising attempts? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos.